So yeah,
which I think he sort of wants to do.
yeah, Zhongyi wants to go first. I mean, like he's playing the 4 color Death Shadow deck,
Yeah.
right? And Danny is playing Madhu Pyromancer. Well, Madhu Pyromancer, I'm not quite sure of what the matchup is going to be. It's going to be fast, especially since Danny here has a lot of burn spells. Danny has a lot of discard. He does have removal in the form of terminates,
Yeah.
and not just lightning bolts and
Yeah.
stuff like that. He's got what, Path to Exiles as well?
Yeah, he has. No, he doesn't have Path to Exiles.
All right, okay,
No,
not in the main
no.
mod. Okay,
So-
but he's got terminates.
Yeah, so we see a cycling Straight Wraith from Zhongyi immediately, going down to 18 life. Bloodstained Maya, gonna fetch out.
Probably Red Black Sauce, the Blood Crypt. Yeah. Oh no, that's an Overgrown Tomb. Okay,
For Overgrown Tomb, so down to 15 life already. So
that's fast.
yeah, so just 2 away or 3 away from Death Shadow becoming.
Are we going? Yeah.
2-2. So we'll see.
But he doesn't want to. He doesn't want Death Shadow on 2/2, right?
No, he wants to be bigger. All right, here we go. So Thoughtseize,
Mhm.
now down to 13 life. We're going to see Danny's hand. And we see... So we see... Oh, wow, we see 4 lands.
Wow, 4 lands
and...
and-
Exile, Inquisition of Kozilek, and a Faithless Looting.
All right, but 4 lands, but with a Faithless Looting, and Faithless Looting, very very powerful card. 1 mana, draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Like he could just discard those 2 lands, and then get another, get gas from it.
Do you think Zhongyi takes a Faithless Looting here?
No, I think he takes the Fatal Push.
You think he takes Fatal Push? What
Yeah,
he wants to protect?
His Grim Flayers. He wants to protect his
Okay.
his
So-
Tarmogoyfs.
So we see Zhongyi has a Liliana of the Veil and a Tarmogoyf in hand
Mhm.
already. So just trying to map out his next couple of turns, perhaps play a land, play a Tarmogoyf,
Yeah.
and a Team of Battle Rage as well.
Does he have land?
He doesn't have another land.
Oh, okay. So he needs to draw another land. Otherwise, he'll be a little bit stuck. If he draws another land, that'll be great because he can land the Death Shadow as well. So yeah, Zhongyi here thinking hard about his choices. He could just take away the Faithless Looting and then prevent Danny from going fast.
So
Oh.
Zhongyi selected to take the Inquisition of Kozilek.
Right.
Presumably
Okay.
he just wants to hold. He wants to keep Danny from seeing what is in his hand,
Mhm.
especially because if Danny sees that he doesn't have a second land, he'll know relatively that.
That quickly, exactly.
Something, and we're going to see Danny Faithless Looting, draw 2 cards, and then we'll see what he looks to discard.
I think, well, if he didn't draw any lands, he might want to discard 1 land and a bolt.
So he's going to discard. I think the Mountain goes. So Mountain
Yeah,
definitely
Mountain
goes.
and bolt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
okay.
Mountain Lightning Bolt. Yep.
And of course, Chris Rush, Lightning Bolt. Very classy. Very
Yeah.
classy.
Wow, Polluted Delta off the top there for Zhongyi.
Oh, that's
That's a really good draw.
That's a
Yeah,
Fantastic
immediately
draw, yeah.
immediately cracks it. And presume he's looking for. He's going to get another.
probably a Blood Crypt.
Blood Crypt, yeah.
Oh well, if he's playing the 4-color version, he might look for the white.
So Blood Crypt untapped, down to 10 life already on turn 2.
Yeah, fast,
Death Shadow now a 3/3.
easy game.
Yeah.
Easy
And
game.
we're going to see a Tarmogoyf.
Tarmogoyf, yeah. Tarmogoyf, very big. It's got sorcery. It's got instant,
It's got
land,
land,
and creature. So it's a 4/5
Yep.
out
And-
of lightning bolt range.
and-
Thoughtseize here.
And Zhongyi knows about the Fatal Push as well.
Yeah, he
So
knows
there's
about
no
it.
surprises. So we see Zhongyi's hand, Liliana of the Veil, Team of Battle Rage, Death Shadow. Yeah,
Mhm.
Danny predictably takes the.
The
Liliana
Liliana,
of
yeah,
the Veil.
that would just totally wreck Danny's game plan. Andy Koo here in the chat saying, "Go Zhongyi, yeah." Zhongyi here preparing for his run at GP. Oh, not GP, sorry, the Pro Tour.
Yeah, I see he's wearing a Harada Your Hopes t-shirt.
Hallelujah. Yeah, no, because what's his name? Felix. Felix always teases Zhongyi. Fat Hope.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because the Hope T-shirt, right, is like in that orange color
It's
or
a green,
something.
it's the green one.
No, it's not the green one. There's another color
Oh, is
Hope
there?
T-shirt.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the green one is like Fat Hope. It's like, yeah.
Wow. But
Really
still
bad.
very good at Magic.
Still, yeah. He's part of Team Grey Ogre Games, of
Yeah.
course. Representing Grey Ogre Games alongside Jin Hao, Felix, and who's our last player? Who is the last player? Mark, help.
So you see Danny, Bloodstained Mire fetch a basic swamp, Fatal Push on the Tarmogoyf.
He's looking for his Blood Moon. Like once he gets the Blood Moon down, like he knows Zhongyi can't do anything.
Well, he
here.
knows Zhongyi's hand is just a team of Battle Rage and a couple of spells. It's not that great anymore. There's not any immediate and a Death Shadows.
Yeah.
So he's got to play around the Death Shadow into team of Battle Rage, but there's not actually that much immediate pressure on him.
And here discards
double lingering
souls. So good. So good.
Lingering Souls token's good against Death Shadow,
Oh.
bad against Death Shadow with team of Battle Rage.
It's the yeah.
Interesting. So Danny,
caveat here.
yeah. So Danny's cracked a wooded foothills for a basic mountain. Interesting.
I'm curious why he went for a basic mountain.
Yes.
Well, he doesn't have a basic.
But he could go get a Sacred Foundry if he wanted the white.
Right.
And he could have potentially gone. Well, he's got 2 black already, so I think it's maybe just a hedge. So for life total purposes, just to stay above.
Just to
board,
say, yeah.
And then we see a Death Shadow from Zhongyi and passes a turn back to Danny.
That's a 3/3 in Death Shadow, of course. Lightning Bolt does get rid of it. Most cards will get rid of it. I think there's a Fatal Push still in Danny's hand. No.
Yep, and swinging for 2 of the Lingering Souls. Zhongyi down to 8 now.
Yeah, then you probably want to go and look for another black source. Does he have a removal? Because that Teemo Battle Rage is not that impressive.
No, it's
at this point, yeah.
And a second Death Shadow. So now things start to get a little bit more interesting.
Right.
For Zhongyi, 2 Teemo Battle Rages. They're both two Death Shadows. They're both 5/5s.
And with Teemo Battle Rage,
Battle Rage.
that could be very big. You know,
so
especially if Zhongyi finds like some way to lose life, a Street Rave or.
And then so end of turn, Danny's going to fetch up. He's going to fetch up a Sacred Foundry untapped.
And going to terminate one of the
wow.
yeah.
So he's take it. Okay, so he's going to pay 3 life for the privilege of paying terminate on the Death Shadow.
Ouch. Okay, so I think Danny here might want to go for the for the
Bedlam
Bedlam
Reveler. So he's going to discard the last card in his hand,
which is the land,
yeah. And that's the dream, really. We spoke about it a second ago. Bedlam Reveler, discard a land, discard nothing.
Discard land or discard 3 Lingering Souls,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
So Danny just getting so much advantage back ready.
Mm-hmm.
And another Thoughtseize.
Yeah, bringing Danny down to
Zhongyi's
11.
Hand. So Team of Battle Rage and a Terminate himself.
Yeah.
Well, how Danny takes the Team of Battle Rage.
Of course, yeah. I think, of course, you got to take
Is
the
that
Team
just
of
a
Battle
snap
Rage.
decision?
Yeah.
I think Lingering Souls, Terminate on a Lingering Souls feels really bad. Terminate on a Bedlam Reveler that's already drawn your opponent 3 cards.
I know,
Also
right?
doesn't feel great.
Yeah. Yep, Terminate does get rid of the Bedlam Reveler, but the Bedlam Reveler has done its job.
Yeah, and Zhongyi's drawing off the top here. And I think that was a polluted Bloodstained Maya.
So Danny here can just take the damage. I think it's fine because...
no,
okay. So the reason why I say like Danny can take the damage here is because if he draws a lightning bolt off the top, like he wins, and he can Faithless Looting here to try to find that lightning bolt, and he will win on the spot.
So I think Danny might have been playing around what happens if he draws a Team of Battle Rage next turn, as opposed to what can I do to win this turn. So discard 2 more lands, play a Blackcleave Cliffs tapped, attack for 2. So he's left himself open now.
Yeah.
He's left himself open to Teamer Battle Rage.
Which is a bit dangerous, I feel like.
But
unless, of course, he has...
Yeah, and Zhongyi drew another Bloodstained Mire off the top there.
Yeah, Zhongyi here must be thinking, oh, okay, maybe Danny has the... Danny has... Oh, okay. So yeah,
that's it. Yeah. So
Zhongyi takes Danny takes 1 game from Zhongyi.
Yeah. And so moving to sideboards, let's start with Zhongyi. Zhongyi has 2 Ancient Grudge, 2 Collective Brutality, a Fatal Push, 2 Fulminator Mage, 2 Graft Digger's Cage, a Liliana the Last Hope, 3 Lingering Souls himself, a Maelstrom Pulse, and a Ranger of Eos.
Yeah.
What do you like him bringing in here? Do you think he goes Collective Brutality to strip the hand?
Yeah, so I think he goes in like the Lingering Souls for sure. Maelstrom Pulse would be useful. He knows that Danny is playing Blood Moon, so Maelstrom Pulse is going to, it's going to have that extra, that added value, yeah.
Yep.
So I think that's it. Graph Digger's Cage not very useful.
My only question
Yeah.
is, do you Liliana of the Last Hope obviously is good against young
little
Pyromancer
little
and
tokens
Lingering
and stuff.
Souls?
So maybe
Maybe
the
that comes in
Liliana
as
Last
well.
Hope, yeah.
And then what do you think he takes out in this? Do you think that the Team of Battle Rages potentially come out, or do you think that that's still a way for him to sort of go over the Lingering Souls token and make Danny commit to?
I think you still keep the Team of Battle Rage.
Okay.
Like you can take out things like Traverse is still good. Man. So little things to take out. I think you'll take out the
maybe Tarfire comes out. That I don't think that good.
right, yeah. So Tarfire goes out. The Grim Flayer probably goes out. Well, you need to make one more room for one more card. Maybe one Liliana of the Veil for. I think the Lilianas can come out, or at least one of them can come out for the Liliana of the Last Hope.
Yep.
So Liliana of the Veil for the Liliana.
Okay.
Sorry, Liliana of the Last Hope for Liliana.
Yeah,
of the
because I think Danny doesn't mind so much having stuff in the graveyard. To a certain extent, if he can hold a Faithless Looting or a Lingering Souls, he's happy for those to be discarded.
True, that's true.
Okay, then moving on to the other side, we've got Danny Seet playing. So we've got 2 more Blood Moons in the sideboard, 2 Collective Brutality, 2 Dragon's Claw, sideboard tech, 1 Camber console of allocation, 3 Molten Rain, 2 Nihil Spellbomb, 1 Shattering Spree, and 2 Wear and Tear.
Okay, so I think you bring in the Nihil Spellbomb.
Okay.
For sure. You might want to. I don't know. The Blood Moon's still good. You definitely want the Nihil Spellbomb to just get rid of the graveyard so that Tamagotchi becomes a 0/1.
Is there any thought to Molten Rain? Because that Zhongyi is going to be quite low on land count maybe, and just if you can get him off one of his colours, but I think that might be too niche.
Yeah, I feel like you're dealing your opponent damage. You're never gonna get him off black unless you go like Blood Moon and then Molten Rain. But you're never gonna get you can't. Actually, maybe that's possible. Like you go Blood Moon and you go Molten Rain. Molten Rain targets any land. It doesn't just target the non-basic land, but it deals damage when you hit the non-basic land. But in this case, you don't want to deal your opponent that much damage because
Death Shadow,
Death Shadow gets big, yeah. So maybe you want to bring it in. I'm not bought though. I think you want the Collective Brutalities, you want the Nihil Spellbomb, and that's about it.
Yeah, and then what comes out presumably? I don't think maybe Lightning Bolt comes out.
Yeah, Lightning Bolt.
Well, it gives you the reach, but the thing is, it doesn't. It's not going to kill any creatures, so you're presumably keeping it in only to attack either planeswalkers or to deal damage directly.
Yeah,
but then
true.
you get the incidental damage from Colligan's command. Maybe the Dreadball comes out.
Yeah, the Dreadball is a bit slow. Like your opponent knows that you are playing the Lingering Souls.
Yeah.
So he knows that Liliana is not very good. But the other Liliana, he knows that. So Danny knows that Zhongyi is playing Liliana Last Hope. So man, it's a toss up. I think you keep the Dreadball in. You definitely will just want as much removal as you can. So it's kind of hard to take out 4 cards. Might want to take out the Blood Moon because Blood Moon on the draw is very different as opposed to Blood Moon on the play. Like Blood Moon on turn 3 is very good.
Yeah,
very very good. Tigger Raf is asking what decks are being played. Well, there's a whole list of decks.
So we've got a breakdown of the deck. So 16 players in this tournament today.
Nice.
We've got 4 people playing a variant of Death Shadow. So 25% of the field playing Death Shadow. We've got a Grixis Death Shadow, 2 4-color Death Shadows, and a ambitious 5-color Death Shadow.
5 colors.
We've got 2 people playing Mardu Pyromancer, where we're seeing Danny Seet at the moment play that. And we've got 2 people playing Blue-White Control. Then we've got the Singleton deck. So we've got Affinity, Abzan Midrange, Boros Burn, Green-White Company. We've got a mono-red control deck.
Mono-red control.
Which is all in on playing Chalice of the Void and Ensnaring Bridge. using Simian Spirit Guide and things like that.
Yeah, that's Kelvin's deck. I mean, like that is typically Kelvin's style, like attacking the format in a very, very strange way.
We've got a green-black Tron deck. The only Tron deck in the field actually is green-black Tron. And then we've got a 4-color Saheeli Rai deck, which I've been told has a turn 2 kill.
Oh yeah.
Has a turn 2 kill, which is very complicated. And then the last but not least is an Amulet Titan deck.
Oh yeah,
which is they thought it was banned when Summer Bloom went away, but it's not. It's still Amulet Vigor, Primeval Titan, going to find lands, find a Boros Garrison, untap all of things, and just attack you until you're dead. So they're the 16. They're the 16 decks in our field. Safe at Zero saying no love for Eldrazi. No, I think there was some metagaming going on where this is an invitational and people have been playing all year to get here.
Yeah,
and
so
they know each other and they know what decks that people play. So
that's right. Yeah, it's 16 men. Like in a 16-man tournament, is very different, right? Like Tron is a little bit inconsistent. It does catch people off guard. Like some people just don't prepare for Tron. But in a 16-man tournament, like you want to win efficiently, and having Tron isn't the most efficient win. To date.
There's different flavors of Tron as well.
Exactly,
there's the classic Eldrazi Tron, which is just all colorless, wants to go up the curve as quick as possible, thought not see a reality smasher, play all as dust, make you Khan Ugin. We've seen flavors green black Tron, which does some of those, but has some different colors in. Black for removal, green has a World Breaker, then Ancient Stirrings to get you stuff. There's the white-black Eldrazi taxes. There's more of the processing. So Eldrazi, so you have stuff with Eldrazi Displacer, things potentially like Tide Hollow Sculler, and then the Wasteland Strangler. So you exile something, then process it with Wasteland Strangler, give something -3/-3.
Well, that's the mono white.
That's the white black Tron.
Oh, white black Tron.
Tide Hollow Sculler turn 2, Eldrazi process turn 3, and Wasteland Strangler turn 3, and then you've seen sort of more niche. So it started off with green red Tron. That was the original, wasn't it? Grave of the Burn Willows. But we're gonna move back into round. So we're gonna move back into match 2 of Zhongyi versus Danny. So we're going to see a turn 1 Thoughtseize from Zhongyi.
So Danny kept the Blood Moons.
Wow.
Which is interesting. I think it's a call, I guess. But I wouldn't have kept the Blood Moons because your opponent can just kill you on turn 3 or turn 4, and they don't really need too much colored mana. Of course, Zhongyi here went to fetch for a basic land. And he
gets a basic swamp, and he's got a basic forest in
so
hand.
He does respect. Well. I mean, like he does respect the Blood Moon.
Yeah, so. and I mean, rightly so, considering Danny's got one in hand.
Yeah. Takes the Young Pyromancer. Looks like Zhongyi might not be able to deal with the Young Pyromancer at this point of time.
Yeah.
So
Zhongyi has both of the only 2 basic lands in his deck are. There's 1 swamp on the field and one forest in the back. Yeah, in his hand, and that's it. That's his hedge. I guess that's all he needs, right?
That's all he needs. That's really all you need.
So we're going to see him, and presumably, we're going to see he's going to Bloodstained Maya for an Stomping Ground, untapped. Tarmogoyf.
And Tarmogoyf here is going to be a 3/4, so again out of lightning bolt range, but I suspect Danny took out the lightning bolts for whatever cards that he wanted to put in. I am Hao. Mark posing as Jin Hao here. Blue-white control mirror. Ken Hu versus Xu Xiang finished their game 1 faster than 70% of the field. And the very good.
Good.
Very nice. And Mark giving an update here. Upset at the outer table. 4th seed Ilham has lost his first game against Reeve Chia. Reeve is the one who we were talking about, the green black Tron. We thought that Ilham might have an easier game against Reeve because it's you go fast. Ilham is playing Grixis Death Shadow. Like you go fast and you have those stubborn denials to prevent the Khans and such. But looks like Reeve is 1 game up and Ilham has a little bit of an uphill battle. So quite a bit of upset. Like Jeffrey lost his first game to Guo Wei. Ilham losing his first game to Reeve. And
Yeah.
so
A lot of magic to be played.
yeah,
lot of magic
still a
to be
lot of
played.
magic to play.
In the Facebook chat, Nick has the Mark. What is Ryan playing?
Ryan is the only guy playing Boros Burn. Like there's only one burn deck to date.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
Right, Ryan's making sure that we have 50-minute rounds by himself.
Yeah,
when we
yeah,
get to go.
like-
We have lunch. Yeah, I see. We
5 minutes finish this game.
yeah, we've seen Ryan. Ryan's he's got a one-off Path to Metal, the new white red flip card from Rise Over Ixalan in the sideboard, which
Very cool. Very
interesting
cool
to see.
card.
Right.
All right, so second Death Shadow here
Yeah.
appears on the field.
Yeah.
A wild Death Shadow has appeared.
Yeah. Wooded Foothills for Danny, and Young Pyromancer passes back the turn.
Okay, so I think Zhongyi here just wants something like a Teemo Battle Rage, but wow, 3 Death Shadows on the battlefield right now. And I wonder, so he's probably going to Inquisition here?
So Zhongyi only has 1 black mana available.
Yeah,
which means he's going to be constrained on what he can play out of his hand.
I was surprised that Zhongyi went for the Stomping Ground instead of the Blood Crypt. Just now when he fetched his land, I'm curious like what was the thinking behind that, because I guess he didn't really have a lot of he didn't have a lot of black cards to begin with, but he drew quite a few.
So Death Shadow and Tarmogoyf coming into the red zone here, they're rumbling, and that's going to be 7 damage. Follow up with another Death Shadow.
That's a lot of pain, man.
Yeah, and that's lethal.
Next turn, yeah. If Danny doesn't do anything,
definitely lethal now that Danny cracked Wooded Foothills, goes to get basic mountain.
But he does have Lingering Souls. He knows that Zhongyi doesn't have. Did he Inquisition earlier? He collected brutality.
Yeah,
Yeah,
take the Team of Battle Rage away.
Yeah. So he knows that Zhongyi probably doesn't have Team of Battle Rage, and he gets three tokens here, which is significant.
So yes, he's going to get an Elemental from the Young Pyromancer, and then 2 Lingering Souls tokens.
Yeah. Good blockers. Good. As long as Zhongyi here doesn't have
Team of Battle Rage.
Team of Battle Rage,
Yeah.
right? And he doesn't. He brought in Ranger of Eos. That's interesting. All right, Inquisition here. Gonna.
So you see, Danny's got Colligan's Command, a Blood Moon, and a Bedlam Reveler.
I think you take the Colligan's Command. Like there's.
Yeah,
and
there's
no
Zhongyi
reason why
did not
you
hesitate to take.
Yeah, he doesn't care about the Blood Moon. He's got like basic lands.
I mean, what happens is if Danny plays Blood Moon, nothing really changes for Zhongyi because his stomping ground becomes a mountain.
Right.
It becomes a forest mountain.
Then it's like, okay, sure. I got my Tarmogoyf out already. Plus, I've got my green source for another Tarmogoyf. What Zhongyi here is looking for is probably the white.
Yeah.
I think Danny should be free to attack with the Young Pyromancer here. Oh, but that grows the what you call it?
Grows the Death Shadows, yeah.
Which may be a bit concerning.
Yeah, so I think Danny's thinking about what he wants to attack with, if he wants to attack at all.
I think he should go for it. Like,
or he's just lining up.
Yeah, no, okay. Then he just
passes a turn back.
He's gotta be worried that Zhongyi here just has like some form of Teemo Battle Rage to.
Yep, another Inquisition of Kozilek. Wow, and Danny drew a Colligan's Command.
A second Colligan's Command, yeah, okay.
Is there still the same decision?
Do
you like just taking the Colligan's Command here?
Yeah, I think you take the Colligan's Command because nothing else matters anymore.
Yeah.
And then here gonna go down to 5. Yeah, take 3.
I think Danny's counting up the number of instants and sorceries he's got in his graveyard to cast a Bedlam Reveler. Although it doesn't seem to do. He's going. Well, he's scooping it up.
Yeah. So it must be like some spicy deck tech there from.
Yeah, I just thought he was in a situation where he couldn't keep blocking forever.
Yeah, that's
And that was the problem. Is that
Mhm.
Zhongyi was at 10 life, but he couldn't keep blocking forever, and he needed there was no way for him to turn the corner.
Mhm. All right, let's transition over to the other table. So at table B here, Jeffrey versus Guo Wei. Jeffrey here is at, well, looking down at staring down a pretty decent sized board from Guo Wei. And this doesn't seem.
Well, and he's passing the turn back, and Guo Wei's going to untap with an Archbound Ravager, a Steel Overseer, Ornithopter with a token on, and a Cranial Plating. That is a lot of artifacts.
That's a lot of stuff. That is a lot of things. Well, Jeffrey here has Kolaghan's Command. I think he has Kolaghan's Command in hand. Still won't be that good. Like, make you discard a card, destroy one of your creatures, maybe. But it's still a lot of damage. And Guo Wei here, well, I'm not quite sure. I think you just attack in, right? Like you don't think about it.
Did you just turn it sideways?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's the call, right?
I think he's probably thinking, with open deck lists, Guo Wei knows what
Jeffrey here is running.
Jeffrey has. So he knows that Jeffrey might have Kolaghan's Command waiting to come down if he did attack. But it's a pretty good board position for Guo Wei.
Yeah, for sure. Like
a lot of artifacts, Cranial Plating, which just gives you wins out of nowhere, Archbound Ravager to move counters around, Steel Overseer to pump all of your creatures. I'm going to see a Volt Scourge here from Guo Wei, paying 2 life, tapping the Spire of Industry.
All right, and making some colored mana or making some mana from the Volt Scourge. Yeah, I think that's the right choice to put it on. You swing in, that's 3, 4, 5. Sorry, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 from the Ornithopter, and another 3 from the Archbound Ravager. He's going to. So that's a total of 12, 13 points of damage, and Jeffrey here goes down to 2 if he doesn't do anything about that. Might want to. So now the Kolaghan's Command is like really good, right?
Yeah, because I assume, do you destroy the plating, the Cranial Plating and then do 2 damage
to the Inkmoth Nexus?
Yeah.
Oh no. Looks like Jeffrey here is gonna take it. Like he doesn't have the answers. Yeah.
Oh wow.
All right. Okay. We are going to come back to this later on. But back to the game here. Ooh. It's actually.
So we're gonna see Danny on the play now.
Yep. And on the play, definitely the Blood Moon.
Yeah, you want Blood Moon.
100% better.
So you see Bloodstained Mire into Blood Crypt untap for Danny.
Mm-hmm.
It's down to 17.
All right.
Inquisition
and not a lot of stuff in Zhongyi's hand.
4 lands, so 2 Bloodstained Mires and a Godless Shrine, a Woodland Foothills, a Thoughtseize, and Inquisition of Kozilek, and a Tarmogoyf.
Yeah, so what's the pick here? I don't know what Danny's hand is. If Danny has removal, Tarmogoyf, yeah, whatever, don't care. Take the Thoughtseize, right? You don't want your opponent to be losing that much life that quickly. So yeah, maybe it's the Thoughtseize here. I think.
I mean, Zhongyi is going to be able to see Danny's hand on turn 1.
Anyway, right?
Anyway,
so
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but if you've got removal, like the Tarmogoyf's like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. Okay, so he goes for the Tarmogoyf. That's interesting. Because Zhongyi here could go Street Rave, draw a card, lose 3 life from one of your fetch lands, and then not Inquisition you, but Thoughtseize you, and go down to 13.
Yeah.
And then next turn lose another 3 life from your lands, and get a Death Shadow down. So I don't agree with that, like especially if Danny had removal, but maybe Danny didn't. So.
And we've seen it here again. Zhongyi searching
turn 1,
for
just a swamp,
basic swamps.
Mm.
Obviously thinks that Danny sideboarded in additional Blood Moons, respects the power of the Blood Moon against his deck.
Yeah.
And presumably he may even search for a forest with the stomping ground or with the wooded foothills on turn 2, just to get it before Blood Moon comes down.
Yeah, there is a real fear. I mean, like, you have to respect the card.
Thoughts.
Whoa.
Thoughtseize. Yep, and we're going to see Danny's hand. So we kept the Dreadbore in, and then Inquisition of Kozilek, Faithless Looting, Bloodstained Maya, Thoughtseize.
Okay, so what is your pick? I know what I want to pick.
So I would take the Thoughtseize.
No.
Oh no, the Inquisition of Kozilek.
No.
No,
I would take the Faithless.
You take the Faithless Looting.
Because Danny knows in Zhongyi's hand, like, you have the Inquisition, sure, whatever, and then you have an unknown card, that would be nice for me to know. Which means that it moots out one of Danny's cards already. So, one of his Thought Seizers and one of his Inquisitions. So I can leave, you 2 cards, no problem. And he does take the Inquisition.
Zhongyi agrees with me.
Oh.
I think that was pure speculation. Wow.
That's
so there we go. So
I would take the Faceless Looting because he can get rid of both.
Yeah, so Thoughtseize from Danny now, and presumably here he takes the Death Shadow.
I don't know about
the
Inquisition of Shadow because you got a Dreadbore, right? And your opponent's got.
Well, but he takes the Death Shadow.
Okay.
The players
he must be scared about the Liliana.
They're obviously not concerned with having cards in their hand. That is, we're just seeing discard spells all over the place at the moment.
Yeah. And then here has a Bedlam Reveler, right? Is his last card? Oh no! Sorry. That was the last game. So let's see.
Yeah. So Faithless Looting.
Best draw here would be
and discard Terminate and discard Dreadbore and a Swamp.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Zhongyi here just infinite amount of lands.
Yeah, and we're going to see an Inquisition of Kozilek from Zhongyi.
Haha, gotcha!
And the Bedlam Reveler. So nothing to take there. Danny obviously knew, though, the Inquisition was coming.
Yeah, no
with
kidding.
the land and the Bedlam Reveler.
Yeah. Haha, gotcha!
Nothing, yeah.
Which is why I like taking the Faithless Looting instead. Like, your opponent's going to be playing these spells anyway, and Faithless Looting is a way more powerful spell than Inquisition at that point in time.
Yeah.
Is that Liliana?
Oh wow! Turn 3 Bedlam Reveler for Danny.
Nice. Okay.
Just so many. So we're going to see Dreadbore, Thoughtseize, Inquisition of Kozilek.
That's what
in the graveyard.
That's a Faithless Looting.
And a Faithless Looting. Yeah. It's
unfortunate that Thoughtseize and Inquisition makes you discard the cards.
Yeah.
Update from Mark here or I am How, whichever one.
We've got Jeffrey Chan losing 2-0.
Yeah.
In the backup feature match area.
And Lun Yi takes the Death Shadow Mirror 2-1. Oh. So yeah. Interesting. Like I guess I would expect it. So
yeah, we still got 4 tables playing.
Yeah, including the blue-white mirror match. Yeah,
we're looking for an update on when the blue how deep into game 2 the blue-white control mirror match is. And so we see in hand now. Zhongyi has another Death Shadow, a Traverse the Uvenwald, and a Goddess Shrine.
Which he can just use it to
Traverse
find another.
Yeah, Bedlam Reveler comes in, 3 damage.
Right,
Should be 4 damage, from the Prowess.
So Danny,
Danny finding his Prowess damage as well. And we're going to see Zhongyi crack the Bloodstained Maya.
Presumably for Blood
Crypt tap.
I think last game he was kind of stuck on black. So I think this game, he's going to rectify that mistake.
And he's now effectively hedged against Blood Moon as well. He's Blood Moon safe.
Yes.
He's got his swamp, he's got his forest, he's got anything else as a mountain.
So he doesn't.
Godless Shrine passes the turn back.
Care.
It's interesting Zhongyi passed the turn back and didn't use...
Yeah, it's probably going to try to get removal out of here. Alright, so Faithless Looting 1 spell.
Yeah.
Prowess trigger.
So draw 2, discard 2. And we see, I assume, Dangerous Sacred Foundry. I see discard a Lingering Souls.
And
that's
the Young Pyromancer, yeah.
Yep.
So the plan now is not to go wide anymore. I think the Young Pyromancer is a good,
Your Young Pyromancer is good when you have lots of spells in hand to cast and make
Yeah.
the instant or elemental tokens. But at the point in the game now, Danny's two cards in hand.
Well, he has a Bedlam Reveler in hand, so he can
Okay, so he
restock
can
his
go
hand
again.
quite well.
But yeah, I think his plan now will just be to go all in on the Lingering Souls tokens and
Yeah.
just try and finish the game that way. So attack for that should be 5 there.
5 goes down to 6, so 1 spell off the top for Danny and possibly win this game. Unless, of course, Zhongyi has a blocker, possibly. A Tarmogoyf would be good. Looks like he drew another land and a Fatal Push, which is not ideal.
Yeah, Fatal Push on just a Lingering Souls token to presumably stay alive.
Yeah, not so good.
Yeah, and we're going to see it here.
Fatal
I
Push
think.
also not very good against...
Yeah,
okay.
Fatal Push on the Lingering. So assume the Fatal Push stayed in hand to get the Young Pyromancers.
Right.
That's what
Okay.
because it's not good against Bedlam Reveler.
Plus, yeah, I mean, like, it is, it's instant speed. You can use it anytime. Anyway, this Death Shadow is what? 7/7 now.
Yep.
And that Bedlam Reveler, not. Whoa, okay.
Wow, and a Terminate from
So
Danny.
Terminate here, gonna trigger prowess. Is there another spell in the graveyard? No more.
No Lingering
Flashback
Souls.
spells, yeah.
So he's going to play a second Bedlam Reveler.
Draw
Draw 3 cards, looking for a spell off the top.
A non-creature spell.
Attacks for
Unfortunately,
5.
doesn't find it, yeah. And brings Zhongyi here down to 1. And Zhongyi has no cards in hand.
Well, are we going to see another upset?
Yeah, and
in the
that's
future?
it.
Oh, wow,
But
and Danny Seet takes it 2-1.
sweet. Sweet. That is cool. That is, we knew this game would be close. We knew this match would be close. So Danny here goes in the upper bracket. And he's going to be facing off. I don't know who's his opponent. Who's his opponent? Oh, he's in Jeffrey's pool.
Okay.
So that means he'll be playing against who is it? He'll be playing against Guo Wei.
Guo Wei, yeah. Who
Yeah.
just beat Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Wow, so we've got Zhongyi Lim and Jeffrey Chan in the next match.
Oh, that's gonna be.
In the 0-1 bracket.
And Zhongyi here has to play against another Mardu Pyromancer. So, I think this last game Zhongyi just got really unlucky. Like he didn't draw.
Yeah, and we saw.
and Danny just like ripped his hand apart.
Yeah, we saw 8 discard spells combined. Like all of the discard in their deck was just at the top of it this time. And it just seemed that Danny just able to recover a bit better. Lingering Souls, Bedlam Reveler, Faithless Looting,
Yep.
and Zhongyi had every creature he tried to play was just removed.
Yeah.
Immediately terminates. So yeah, but we'll see what Zhongyi does in the next round against Jeffrey Chan. I mean, our pre-game favorite, Jeffrey Chan, down 0-1.
Oh no!
Come on,
oh no!
Come on, Jeffrey.
Oh Jeffrey, you gotta win. You gotta keep going, keep doing it. Do the good stuff.
Yeah. So I think we've still got 3 matches going.
Yeah.
In the first round of our modern tournament.
So, okay, we'll keep you guys updated. In the meantime, I gotta go find my. We'll keep you guys updated. We'll be back with the second round of Modern in a bit. Gonna put a replay of the finals of the last chance qualifiers, which allowed Lun Yi to make it into. Was it Lun Yi? Yeah, Lun Yi to make it into. No, not Lun Yi. Who was our last chance qualifier winner?
Let's have a look.
No, it's not Wing Hing. Wing Hing was second place in.
Ryan.
So many.
Ryan.
Ryan Low. Enabled Ryan to qualify for the invitationals. All right. We'll be back, so don't go away.